to Royalty Soaps. Today is day 2 of the Secret Soap series, and this is a 5-color swirl that I'm doing. And they're kind of unusual. After I kind of looked at the color palette that I had chosen and got out the colors and everything, I was like, this is a little different than what I normally do, but I think it's gonna end up looking nice. I can't really do introductions anymore for these videos because I can't tell you guys anything. So it's essentially like, hey, welcome to the Secret Soap series. Let's get started. Alrighty, so my soap is all mixed up. So in this first one, I have white, which I'm having to stir very carefully, and will have to stick blend as usual, but I thought I'd just go ahead and stir it up with my spatula first. And that is just water-soluble titanium dioxide, as always. Then next we have yellow, and this is a mixture of the Vibrance Yellow from Nurture Soap Supplies and, let's see, is that it? Oh, and also the Sunshine Yellow from Nurture Soap Supplies. Next is the green, and this is Spring Green from Nurture Soap Supplies. One of the reasons why I've decided to move my spatula on here, even though I'm going to stick blend too, is to just get all of the mica off the bottom. It sticks to the bottom sometimes, and this just kind of helps to break it up and incorporate it a little better. And then this is Sky Blue from Nurture Soap Supplies. All the colors are from Nurture Soap. I'm absolutely in love with that company. They have the absolute best colors I have ever tried for remaining true and vivid in cold process soaps. If you've never used them before, I highly suggest you do, and I will be leaving a link in the description box below. And then this is their Dark Steel Gray, is that what it's called? Yeah, Dark Steel Gray, and I didn't put very much in here, and I will probably add some titanium dioxide to it so that it isn't too dark. This is supposed to be sort of a light gray. So now I'm going to mix these up real quick. Listen to some nice music and not the stick blender. Now that they've all been mixed up, to this gray I'm going to add a little bit of white. That way the gray lightens up a little bit. Now I have put the fragrance oil in, and I'm going to mix these all up with the stick blender real quick, and we're going to start pouring. The first color going in is the gray. Then the green. Then the white. Then the yellow. Then the blue. I finished pouring all of the soap in the mold, and then I put some mica on top. This is Snowflake Sparkle from Nurture Soap Supplies. Oh my goodness, is that not pretty or what? And now I'm just filling my piping bag. I'm going to be piping with a bit of a smaller tip than I usually use, but I'm going to be creating something really pretty on top, and I need a smaller tip to accomplish it. And the color that I'm piping is blue, but it's going to look green in the camera. And this is just because it's one of those that kind of turns whenever you first make it, but as it sits, I've had that happen for a couple of different colors for me. And I've seen it being discussed in different groups, and it looks like there's a couple of conclusions you can draw for that, but I know that that's how this is. So the top will be blue tomorrow after it's been sitting for about 24 hours. And I'm just doing 4 little plotches here across because that's what I like to do, and I think that looks the nicest. I'm going to try to keep the little pokey bits on top of the piping sticking out to the side. So like when I pipe the next row, I'm going to kind of angle it to the left and to the right. And that's because I'm going to be putting a few little sprinkles and little salts that I have rolled around in mica, in yellow mica, on the side there. I think that kind of looks like a flower when you do that, so that's what I'm going to try to accomplish there. Now I'm going to be putting the embeds on top, and these are just little cameos. This black part was made with the steel gray and some glycerin soap, and then the white part was made with their pearl white mica and some glycerin soap. And I will just be placing this in. As you can see, these little tips on top, I'm actually using that to hold it in the back so that the front is still very open and it isn't covered by the soap. So I'm really just kind of gluing this on the back of the cameo. These cameos were extremely hard to pop out of the mold, especially because they're 2 different colors. And for any of those who use chocolate molds to make your soap, I highly suggest sticking them in the freezer once you've made your soap, and then waiting for about 3 to 4 minutes and then popping them out, because they come out so much easier if you do that. Now you can only do that if you buy low sweat melt and pour soap. If you don't buy low sweat, it'll end up sweating all over the place after it's been cooled off that much. But if you do buy low sweat, you should be just fine. Now that all of those are in, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do here. And on all the little pokey bits, I'm going to put a little yellow salt. And then I'm going to alternate. And once I put the little yellow salt down, then I'm going to put a little pink sprinkle. And I'm just going to do the same thing all the way down the soap. I won't make y'all watch that. It's gonna take me a very long time. I actually decided that was too much work. So I just placed them randomly. And now I'm going to take the same snowflake sparkle mica, and I'm just going to sprinkle it on top. This is going to get on the cameos, which is pretty, all over the sides. I just put my mica in a glitter shaker. I got it at Michael's, and anytime I get like a lot of glitter and stuff that don't come in shakers, I just go and I buy like 8 of those. So that's what I put this in. I happen to have an extra one. Perfect. And now, to kind of make some of that mica run down a little bit, I'm going to spray the tops. Excellent. And we're finished. As always, I will be back tomorrow to cut these. This is what it looks like on the inside. You can see all the little yellow and pink pearls and gems on the side here. I really love that mica. That is my new favorite for putting on things. and I will see you guys tomorrow. And we are back the next day to cut the secret soap number 2. Apparently, I lied about the color changing on top, that this greenish color was supposed to change to a blue. I think I didn't add enough color, and so it didn't quite make it, but it did on the inside. And the green that it actually did turn is very similar to some of the greens on the inside, so it actually ended up working out perfectly. Okay, so this is what it looks like on the inside. There's the green, there's the white, there's the yellow, and there's the blue, and then here's the gray. The smell is absolutely fantastic. I can't describe it, and I'm just having to bite my tongue because it smells so nice. And the design on the inside is pretty much exactly what I wanted. I would have preferred the colors to be a little more vivid, but I think that actually had to do with the fragrance oil. I hope you guys enjoyed the making of secret soap number 2 and the cutting of it as well. If you did, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and maybe even leave me a comment below. And of course, I expect to see lots of guessing in the comments. You guys did such an excellent job guessing in the other videos. There's some really good ones. Again, you guys are so creative. So again, hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next video. So until then, bye for now.